would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a pig?
This next level involves a boss fight in the middle of wind, which is interesting, but it's not that challenging. It just means if you jump, then you're pushed that way, which, I mean, I guess just don't jump in that case. You can fly, which still pushes you somewhat, but you have a bit more control over it that way. This is the mini-boss where you have to use the stars, and unfortunately you can't suck up those lightning bolts, meaning it can take a while depending on his pattern. That's how most mini-bosses in this game and a lot of Kirby games work, is it all depends on their pattern and how lucky you get with it. If you do want to make it back to the other side, you're going to have to take the hit, go through him, or if he jumps you can go under him, I guess, but I mean, that's a little unlikely. Plus, usually when he's jumping, he comes down rather quickly and shoots lightning bolts out of his arm, so you can take the hit, it's not a big deal. Anyway, a door appears, and there's an animal buddy here. Oh, it's the fish, it's kind. We actually have to break that there block with the lightning ability in order to even get to him. But this section is just a wind turbine with clouds that we have to make it through. The animal buddy you get in that section is actually random, so if you happen to get the owl, it is actually a lot better, seeing as how that way you can fly against the wind turbines and go whichever way you like, maybe get those stars along the way. The fish isn't really meant for this kind of part. But the point is that we need to pass across one so we can open this up and then head down here into the water section, like so. I do like how the fish inhales underwater. It's a much better attack than the water spout that Kirby shoots by default. But here is a section where the fish is useful. I can't really imagine them creating a section where the hamster would be useful more than the other animal buddies or just regular old Kirby. I mean, he has his own abilities, which is nice, but there's nothing really special about him aside from those abilities, which really just mimic abilities that weren't standard in the game. And yes, I have shown off every ability in the game. There's the fire ability, the ice ability, the cutter ability, the spark ability, the stone ability, and the needle ability. Oh, and the parasol. And that's it. But you know, it's not the end of the world. It's a lot like a roster in a fighting game. I'm okay with there only being a few, as long as they're at least fleshed out and interesting, which, seeing as how you can combine with the animal buddies, that's certainly the case here. Although I mentioned the fish being useful in this swimming section, there aren't really any turbines here, so it's definitely possible to make it through. Wow, where is the frickin' exit? I did this like 30 minutes ago as a practice. I'm like, alright, I'm set. And now I can't find it. It's up here, isn't it? Or is it over there? I honestly don't know. Okay, it's over here. Whew. Okay, here's a water turbine section where we can swim against it. Oh, there's a wind turbine as well. Oh, I remember this. We want to stay in the middle to catch the one-up. And we can jump across to try and grab some more. Can't really control it once we're in the wind turbine, because then we're just flying up. But we did manage to get another life with those stars. Man, I'm getting worse and worse at this, this jumping minigame. Alright, on to the boss of this world. Which, as Cloudy Park would have fitting, it's Cracko, the cloud monster, only now he's just hanging out in that, he's hanging out deep in the cloud. And we can't really do anything until he pops out of the ground. Inhale this guy, and spit it back at him. Come on down, Cracko. Oh. Cracko and Wispy Woods and King DD are essentially the staples of the Kirby series. They're always the bosses, and they're always in that order. Well, okay, they're always Wispy Woods, Cracko, King DD, with like one or two bosses that are usually forgettable in between. That's usually how it goes with Kirby games. Only, I'll give them credit. The Cracko boss here is really interesting, how he's just in the ground using the beam ability, and how he isn't really taken over by the dark matter like most of the other bosses in this game are. He's really just still same old Cracko, still being an asshole. Yeah, I mean, Cracko's never a good guy. King Dedede was trying to do the right thing in Kirby's Adventure, and Wispy Woods was infected by the dark matter in this story. Cracko is just always rude. Nobody likes him. People like him, I'm sure. This boss fight might actually be tougher with the fish, because we can't fly, so we're having to jump over him in areas like that. It's certainly tougher without an ability. Oh my. There we are. But that is not the end of Cracko. As always, he gets up and he becomes a cloud. A full cloud this time. And this phase is actually easier because he spits out the enemies that you need to hit him with much more commonly, and the thunder attack doesn't reach the end of the screen, meaning you can usually just hang at the edges and you'll be okay. Plus, sometimes he spits 2 at a time, which, granted, so did the other phase, but it's a lot more common here, and I don't know, it's just an easier phase overall. I guess they wanted to go easy on you since you just went through that whole entire boss fight, and now you have to do another one. Aw. Might take a while if we miss some of these attacks. Sometimes the lightning he shoots is predetermined and automatic, but sometimes he specifically aims at you. You can see, like, when his eye is looking at you, and he'll try to shoot towards your direction, which is actually kind of a cool detail, as his eye follows you as you run away. Almost got him. 2 more hits ought to do. Oh, and there's 2 enemies. Oh wow, that one only did 1 damage. Will it really take 3 hits? I don't think it was taking that long before. There we are, okay. So the damage changes each hit. And that is the end of Cracko. At least for now. He'll be back in the next game, most likely. Actually, is he in Superstar? I don't actually know. Maybe he isn't. Dark Castle, the final world of the game. All the animal buddies are banding together. We gotta work together for this. There's 7 levels in this world, so quite a lot. Music is epic. Let's begin. These levels are definitely the most challenging in the game. Not because I just walked into that Waddle Dee, but because they're long and there's a lot of auto-scrolling segments, which we'll get into. But this section is just a matter of getting past these deteriorating bricks. It's pretty easy, especially since Kirby can fly. You can usually inhale one enemy and just keep on moving and get the next one. Now remember this level design because, well, you'll see. Anyway, here we have an auto-scrolling segment where the screen immediately starts moving and we immediately have to go super high up. There is a star down there, which we can grab, I guess, but why would we do that? That's certain death. There's no way out of there. It just leads to a wall of spikes and certain death. Anyway, mini-boss. So another gimmick with this world is that every single level ends with a mini-boss. I'm pretty sure it's every mini-boss in the game is reused in this world. So first we have the fire ability boss, doing his burning technique. Pretty easy. Since most of his attacks do give off a star, he's done pretty quickly. Please give me a potion, at least. Okay, we got a potion and a star. Now the next level... Let me try and remember. Yeah, it starts out with us falling, but the main gimmick of this level is yet to come. There's a water section here, which kind of makes our burning ability useless there. Doesn't push nearly as far underwater. Oh. Here we are. Oh, no, wait. No, this isn't it. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a gimmicky part of some level in this world. I guess there's not much to say about this level then, if this isn't the one I was thinking of. There's a level up ahead in this world that, has a very difficult auto-scrolling segment that we'll get into. Hello, Koo. You have Koo with the parasol, very nice. You can just head in here for some lives, why not? If we went into that other southern door back there, it would just be the other side of that room showing, hey, there's one-ups over there, go get them. But the parasol is very useful here for these spikes, as you can see. Actually, I kind of wanted that. The cutter ability is very useful with the owl. Here we are. And mini-boss time? Yep, it's Jellyfish again. We literally just fought this guy less than 10 minutes ago, and we're fighting him again. Maybe it would have helped to not have any mini-bosses, assuming, of course, they didn't introduce any new ones in World 6, so it was like a big break from them, like they were preparing for this final showdown at Dark Castle. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of Electricity Dude. I guess we can grab it. The Owl Electricity is this cool Thunderbolt attack. Man, I'm just getting worse and worse at that game. Anyway, level 3. Is this the one I was thinking of? No, this wasn't the one I was thinking of, but it does have a kind of gimmicky bit to the beginning anyway, where it's just enemies appearing constantly, and it's kind of difficult. I really wish we had the parasol ability so we could just spin through all these enemies. Alright, watch out for those Gordos. There was a weird bit in the level earlier where it was like showcasing all the abilities. I just left the owl. Why did I do that? It was showcasing all the abilities, and randomly there was a Gordo in one of them. And of course, the Gordo doesn't give us any abilities, so why was he there? I don't know. Oh, maybe this is the part I was thinking about. This is an auto-scrolling segment where... Oh, okay, no. It's an auto-scrolling segment that's instead the screen is scrolling the opposite direction. It might actually be the last level of the game. Either that or like the second to last level. Something like that. Star. And that one. Okay. Oh, let's grab that. This place is very generous with the stars. The screen isn't scrolling too much and there aren't that many bricks in the way. They're kind of just giving it to you. Oh my. It's Mr. Frosty! The easiest mini-boss in Kirby history, but still one of the best. And he's done. He's especially easy with the spark ability where you just stand next to him and hold B.